ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय।
श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि।
रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्।
சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
That is the name of the what we call the first stage of life, brahmachari. So brahmachari is not supposed to use fire, nor he should cook. He should cook for himself. Therefore, the grihastha ashrama holder, grihastha householder should supply food. You don't ask how. So brahmacharis are not supposed to engage in cooking for themselves or even for others. A sannyasi used to be very strict without touching the fire. Vanaprastha, as you know, he will be living in the forest, in the sense a secluded place, a lonely place where he has to consume only naturally available food items. One can even take green leaves or the fruits, roots, ROOTS, and so on. Therefore, if at all you meet Vanaprastha in a secluded place, you have to give him fruits. So in that sense, the one who helps all the other three ashramas is Grihastha. Therefore, Vedanta Deshika did not accept the last one. And curiously enough, Ahobala Matta Acharya race started with Brahmachari becoming a sannyasi, just like Advaitins today and Madhvas today. And unfortunately, they don't wear the sacred thread. Yajnapavitam, they don't wear. Therefore, we are not supposed to see a Brahmin converted into almost like a non-Brahmin. A man without Yajnapavitam should be called non-Brahmin. Of course, this non-Brahmin term.
Again, Sigayam.
Right. Shika is for all. Sannyasi also should have shika. He should not shave his head. He should not contour his head.
Advaiti is not having shika.
Advaitis, they have the tonsure of the head. The more importantly, in all the four ashramas, nishtha must be there. Nishtha must be there. Discipline, self-discipline, nishtha. Parayanaha, busy. He must be very busy. Where? In thoughts of God. All the four. So Grihastha Brahmachari, in ISKCON, I think I understand from long ago, ISKCON says, I asked one of the devotees, and I said, I would like to join in 1976. I asked him, I asked one of the devotees. He said, you can join ISKCON. I said, I'm married. Then he said, you can be a Grihastha Brahmachari. And that's what he said. I mean, my aim was to go abroad, not for Brahmacharya, but for. So that is why so you have.
No, Swami, 1 minute. This Vanaprastham also, you can have family also. That is what I read. You can with the family, but you have to follow only this. When family means it's only a support like
No, family means wife only, not
wife
all,
only. No. Swami, wife
not
only.
children.
No, that actually Vanaprastha comes only after leaving all the family. Only wife he
All right.
can be there. Like,
Yeah, she can join the husband in
to
the
support him,
Vanaprastha.
assist him.
Yes, sir. And at the last stage, she must be also left. Even kings, yeah, could teach her.
Jagannath he's not a Bragaspati, Swami. How you are telling he is Bragaspati?
No. I'm not telling that another Sriram Jagannathan who gives lessons, who teaches from Mambalam, West Mambalam. No, I'm talking about this man from, I think, is it Nanganallur or some other place? He is
Doctor
different.
Jagannath is different.
No.
Doctor
I'm
Jagannath is.
not referring to Dr. Sriram Jagannath.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I attended his public viva, PhD public viva. I was the only one who asked him question. That is different. He is different. So why I say this is, Vedanta Deshika preferred to be a householder than any other three ashramas.
Sriman Venkatanatham Kavitarthika Kedari Vedantacharya Vajjo Me Sannivata ராமானுஜதயா பாத்திரம் ஞான வைராக்கிய பூஷணம் ஸ்ரீமத்வேங்கடநாதாரியம் வந்தே வேதாந்தேசிகம் ஈரொன்றுதோபாதிருவேங்கடமுடையாக பாரொன்று சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்குவானே ஓமழவா
Page 52. So we started, we are about to start this paragraph in page 52, Evam. Now, this is the title of the paragraph, Panchakalika Dharmaha Sribhashyakaradinam Abhimataha. What was the considered opinion of Sri Ramanujacharya? We call the Yatiraja, otherwise Udayavar in Tamil, Embermanar in Tamil, Tiruppavi Jiyar in Tamil, so many other words, so many other titles are there.
Bhashyakar.
Sri Bhashyakara is here mentioned. That is the first one. So whenever we refer to the commentary, his commentary on the Brahma Sutras, written by Badarayana, namely Vedavyasa. Another name for Badarayana is Vedavyasa. So we have what we call, the name is Sri Bhashya. Sri is very important, more important than the Lord. Mahalakshmi is more important. So it means also rich commentary. This is based on Advaita commentary of Sri Shankaracharya. So it refutes all theories of both Advaita and Dvaita. Dvaita commentary is said to have come later, but Madhvacharya's commentary in the angle of Dvaitam is also refuted by Swami Ramanujacharya. Now we are referring to the temple tradition. So Panchakalika Dharma. The temple tradition in Srirangam especially has been ordained. The instructions were given clear in what we call a book called Koyil Oluhu. Koyil Oluhu is a Tamil title where Ramanuja has fixed procedures of the Srirangam temple. It is alleged, it is not understood, it is alleged that even today Ramanuja's decree is being followed. We don't know how far, how much percentage are we following. One unfortunate fact is punctuality is lost today. Punctuality is lost today. That's the only observation that we have. And we don't have any other proper evidence to show that there are deviations from Ramanuja's instructions. So Panchakalika Dharma. Dharma here it is what we call the process. Dharma also means, so many meanings are there, but Dharma is the process here. So Panchakalika, 5-timed actions. Duties you can say. You can say Dharma is duty, conscious duty. So evam, in this way, since we have defined two in two ways the Bhagavata, who is the Bhagavata and who is the best devotee of God. So now what do we do? Because he is Dwadasakshara Nishtha, the devotee called the Bhagavata. Bhagavata, as you know, he belongs to the Lord. That's all. Bhagavan, he belongs to Bhagavan. This is what the Charma Shloka of Sri Ramavatara insists upon. You just tell me, Tava Asmi, Tava Asmi. And don't stop with that. Yachate, you beg. You beg and say, I belong to you. I don't know, you need not say even I am a slave to you. My belonging is what we call slavery. No. Tava Asmi iti. That's all. The cha, the next cha and meaning is I am a slave. Tava Asmi Dasaha. Cha meaning Dasaha. Here, now you have finished now, according to this paragraph, what we call Abhigaman. We have crossed Abhigaman, the first time, first timing. So we are going to the second time. Then he explains the words from Pancaratra. Ramanujacharya's conditions, instructions have been explained by Swami Vedanta Deshika in this Pancaratra Raksha. He refers to that Upadan. Now please remember here the 5 pages, just 5 pages of Nitya Grantha of Sri Ramanujacharya. Unless you have studied 5 pages of Nitya Grantha, one may not be able to clearly understand this paragraph. So let us jump to Upadana, the second timing. Upadanam, as all of us know, collection of materials. A lot of time is allowed for you to collect materials for worship. What do you do? What do you do while collecting the materials? You are collecting the materials. What do you do while collecting the materials? Dwadasha Akshara Japa. That is more important. In all the 5 timings, Dwadasha Akshara Nishtha is very important. Discipline of repeating the name, the 12 syllables with the meaning with the what we call import, the inner meaning, not only literal meaning, also import. What does he say? What is the significant meaning of these 12 syllables? You must dote upon it. You must remember it. You must think upon it. You must discuss within yourself, in your mind. What is this Dvadasa Akshara? Even in the second time, Upadanam. When Pancaratra says, according to Sri Ramanujacharya, Dvadasa Akshara Upadanam, meaning collection of materials with the 12 syllables. You know how to collect basil leaves, tulasi. Tulasi amrita janmasi sadatvam keshava priye keshavartham lunamitvam varada bhava shobhane मोक्षैक हेतोः धरणी प्रसूते विष्णोः समस्तस्य गुरोः प्रियते आराधनार्थं पुरुषोत्तमस्य लुनामि पत्रं तुलसी क्षमस्य त्वन्मूले सर्वतीर्थानि त्वन्मध्ये सर्वदेवताः तदग्रे सर्ववेदाश्च तुलसीं त्वां नमाम्यहम्. There are so many Tulasi stotras are there, but we are used to only these three. And today being Tuesday here, we are not supposed to pluck the leaves. So there are restrictions on days and even nadikas, timings. That is after Pratha Sandhya Vandanam and before Madhyanikam, we can pluck the basil leaves, Tulasi, Ocimum sanctum. Botanical name is Ocimum sanctum. See, in English also it's called sanctum, meaning the holy leaf. So, Dvadasha Akshara Upadanam api. It is said, if it is said as Upadanam, collection of materials along with the 12 syllables, meaning the japa meditation on the 12 syllables, Vyapakantara Upalakshanam. Upalakshanam, meaning it is an addition. It is additional meaning. What additional meaning? What addition is there? Meaning that from Upadanam onwards, all the other 4 timings also will have the spread, Vyapaka. Vyapaka is spreading over. So 12 syllables must be used in all the 5 timings. So let us take the previous timing also, namely what you call Abhigamana. So when we approach Lord in the Sannidhi, Sanctum Sanctorum, I mean at the early morning, whatever be your time, morning time to enter into the temple, or at least at home, whenever, as soon as you get up, you finish your diurnal course and then go. What you call Abhigamana. So even there, 12 syllable spell must be meditated upon. So Vyapakantara Upalakshanam. When it is said as Dvadasha Akshara Upadanam, it doesn't apply to only Upadanam with the meditation on the 12 syllables, but also extends to Vyapakantara. It extends to the other next 3 timings. So Sasamhita Okta Mantra Nishtha Matrena Yatharham Sarvesham Panchakala Dharma Prapte. Here there is a little difference about your tradition and my tradition. Among the traditions, differences among the traditions, between any traditions. Namely, you use Yusva Samhita. You use your own Samhita, not another temple Samhita. Yesterday, I requested Raman Bhattar of Terrandur in Srirangam to send a priest to a village temple called Tuar in order to take care of the Lord there in all entirety. I said Vaikhanasa is the tradition there, and therefore you send a suitable person for Vaikhanasa worship. You cannot change it. You cannot suddenly change it. Because you know only Pancaratra, you can go to a temple and start doing Pancaratra worship. No. So what was the tradition of the temple? That we must adhere to. So Swasamhita, your own Samhita, your own book, whether it is Sri Prashna in Tirukudandai, meaning Kumbakonam, or it's Ishvara Samhita in Melkota, or Parameshwara Samhita in Srirangam. You must use only your own Samhita, Swasamhita. So look at the words Ukta Mantra. What are the spells said there? Mantra spell, the powerful word, Ukta said in your Samhita. Swasamhita Ukta Mantra. Then you engage your mind totally on that. Nishtha. Engagement in toto. So matrena, only by that. Only by concentrating on the spell said in your own Samhita. How do you do it? Yatharham. As it is said, as it deems fit. That's called yatharham. Yatha as arham is arhata, meaning fitness. What is the fitness here? According to the clear instructions of your own Samhita, the priest should follow. Sarvesham. So it applies to all those people who have the same Samhita. So it doesn't mean all, it applies to everyone. Sarvesham meaning for all the people, of all the people meaning those who are in the same tradition, only one tradition. Then when they belong to only one group, together they must all follow their own Samhita. That is only one Samhita which is followed by an entire group. And that will be called the Panchakala Dharma. And that will be called Prapti, attainment, reaching. So Panchakala Dharma Prapte. In order to perform the duties properly, that will be the meaning of Panchakala Dharma Praptehe. It's a Shakti Vibhakti word, genitive case word. So, in order that we will have the full, complete usage of the puja, dharma, duty of 5 timings, for all the temples following only one tradition, which means one's own tradition. Swasammitokta Pantra Nishtha Matrena. So Nishtha Matrena, or it is given as Nishtha Mantrena in different reading. That will be wrong because mantra is already mentioned here. So double time occurrence of mantra, the word mantra is what we call repetition. So it cannot be Nishtha Mantrena. So Samhita Ukta Mantra Nishtha Matrena is right. So, because so many books are saying Nishtha Mantrena, then this mantra must be removed. So, redundant, it becomes redundant. Here, so Ataha, therefore, Eva only, he indeed, surely, Bhashyakaranam Shishyaha. So the students of Ramanujacharya, the commentator of Sri Bhashyam, Prashishyaha, their grand disciples, next generation, Prashishyaha, Srimad Ashtaksharena Samaradhanam Prapanchayantaha. Instead of using 12 syllabled mantra spell, if they are using 8 syllabled mantra, Srimad Ashtaksharena, auspicious spell. Srimad is auspicious here. Always Ashtakshara, either Ashtakshara or Dvaya or Charma Shloka will always be associated with the goddess of fortune. There is no doubt about it. But why is this Srimad is auspicious one? So the auspicious, this is called auspicious spell. That doesn't mean Dwadadakshara is not auspicious. Let us not read in between lines. We must be very careful in following Vedanta Deshika. It doesn't say Dwadasakshara is inauspicious. So there are some temples which use Ashtakshara. There are some temples which use Dwadasakshara. Since a common rule is given generally in Samhitas like Jayakya, which we referred earlier, Dwadasakshara will be the, even the sage Sandilya said Dwadasakshara must be there. A priest must have, a devotee should have Pancaratra, Dwadasakshara Nishtha must be there. A discipline over the meditation of the 12 syllable spell. So here, now the disciples and grand disciples of Sri Ramanujacharya, when they are doing Samaradhanam, Samaradhanam in Sanskrit also means supplying food, feast, giving feast, granting feast to people in other contexts. But here it is only good puja. Good puja is called Samaradhanam. Some Aradhanam. Samaradhanam generally means Goshti in Sanskrit, Srirangam, meaning giving food items. So here Samaradhanam, Srimad Ashtaksharena Samaradhanam. A good worship, a good puja, complete puja, along with the Ashtakshara. We do it at home. I do it at home and generally. Ashtakshara only. I don't do Dwadasakshara meditation. Every time, for every action, physical, mental, everything is included, includes Ashtakshara. So, Prapanchayantaha, what did they do? They spread the message. The disciples and grand disciples of Ramanujacharya spread the message to the entire world. Prapancham is world actually, universe. So, Prapanchayantaha meaning spread it. Maybe I'm wrong in verb. Spread only. Spread. So they spread, past tense. It's actually present tense here. Present, they spread the puja process with 8-syllable spell. But Panchakala Prakalpanaya eva. But what did they do? So Panchakala Kalpanaya eva. By imagining that there are 5 timings. Why imagination? Because they are also adopting general rules. It's a general rule. Panchakala Dharma is general rule. Everybody should follow. For Panchakala Kalpanaya eva, as though they are imagining the 5-timed actions. What did they do? Dinacharyam Upadidishu. Upadidishu, they advised. The disciples and the grand disciples of Sri Ramanujacharya advised everybody else. And also they also followed. It's not for advising others. Paropadeshe Pandityam we say in English, Sanskrit. A scholarship in advising others. So they did not have not only scholarship in advising others, they also followed meticulously the procedure along with the 5-timed actions. And Dinacharya is daily duty. We already saw this word. Dina, day, Charya, duty, action. Dinacharya is daily routine. So they all recommended daily routine along with Panchakala, 5 timings, but with 8-syllable spell. Samaradhanam must be performed with 8-syllable spell. So Tatahi meaning example, illustration. So by illustration, Tatahi, Bhashyakara, Avyavihita, Shishaihi, Vangi Vamsha Ishwaraihi, Sriranga Narayana Acharyaihi, Brahma Muhurta Prabhriti, Dinacharyam, Prapanchayadbhi, Hari Sankirtana, Samsara, Nirveda, Satvika, Dhritya, Alambana, Samanantara, Kala, Hita, Adhyavasaya, Paryantam, Uktva, Anantaram, Uchyate. Very long word. So what did they do further? The disciples further advised. Not only they advised 8-syllable spell during the Aradhanam, Thiru Aradhanam, Sri Aradhanam, as a daily routine, along with the 5-timed actions. And some disciples who did not follow very strictly Ramanujacharya, Bhashyakara Avyavahita Shishya. So there are some disciples who deviate from their preceptor, namely Ramanujacharya. So Bhashyakara is Ramanujacharya. So Avyavahita Shishya, when they are not very much for the preceptor's advice, who are they? Vangi Vamsha Ishwarai. There are some people coming under the race called Vangi. And Vangi is a Vangipuram we say in Tamil on Sanskrit. It's near, I think, Uppiliyappan Kovil in Kumbakonam district. So Vangi is the name of a place. Vangi here, because they belong to a village called Vangi, and they are called Vangi Vamshas. Race belongs to Vangi place. We always have a place name of the place attached to our. So many Vamshas have got attached, the names of places attached. So Vangi Vamsha Ishwari, meaning they are different from Ramanuja's clan. So Ishwari, they thought they are the leaders of that. They are the lords of that race. And then, therefore, they did not strictly follow Ramanujacharya. Then another one Acharya is there, Sriranga Narayana Acharya. I think it is, he was a sannyasi at the fag end of his life. Ranga Ramanuja is there, another one, Ranga Ramanuja Jiyer was there, but I think Sri Ranga Narayana Acharya. They are also preceptors. So they consider themselves as preceptors. So Sri Ranga Narayana Acharya, name Sriranga. Sriranga is again place. Narayana is the name of the sannyasi, I mean Acharya. He may not be a sannyasi. So Sriranga Narayana Acharya. So this is a passive voice sentence, and therefore we must try to translate into active voice and then understand. So what did they do? The disciples of Ramanujacharya, who are not very much for his instructions, belonging to a race called Vangi Vamsha, and also the another set of acharyas coming under Sriranga Narayana name. What did they do? They recommended, they spread the message from Brahma Muhurta. Prabhriti means from. Brahma Muhurta Prabhriti means from the Brahma Muhurta. Brahma Muhurta, already we defined the timings. So earliest morning, Brahma Muhurta. 3:30 to 4:30, I hope. Keshav Swami already has got a record. So Brahma Muhurta, Dinacharya, the daily routine, the daily duty. So recommended, Prapanchayat Bihi, they recommended. Now what did they recommend? Did they recommend 8-syllable spell or did they recommend 12-syllable spell? No. They said Hari Sankirtanam. Say the names of God. Lord Shiman Narayan, Lord Hari. Hari Sankirtanam. You can take any name as they said. They said, take any name. Hari Sankirtanam. You should be full of names of Lord Shiman Narayana. That's all. You can take any name. You need not say Vasudevaya Namaha. You need not say Narayana Namaha. You can say any other names also. So Hari Sankirtan, you have to sing them. You cannot simply say that. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. No, you sing it. You sing Hari Sankirtanam, Kirtanam. Kirtanam singing, Sankirtanam good singing. Hari Sankirtanam good singing of Hari's names. Then while singing the names of God, what we saw earlier for Bhagavata definition is different here. How? So you remember all your problems of life. Personal problems, you will also remember that. And remember your problems, and then get away from the problems. Escape from the problem. How do you say? So you have faith in the Lord. You have complete confidence in the Lord that He will solve your problems of life. Whereas in the previous definition of Bhagavata, Uttama and Bhagavata, you find that don't think of anything personal. Please remember this, and please be be careful in listening Venugopalan Swami, because this is the most important point here. Because there are some people who deviate from their preceptor and still they have a say in the matter. So samsara means life. In Tamil, unfortunately, it is used for wife. The wife is not entire life. You have other members of the family, relatives, friends. The whole world is your family. So samsara is the life here, worldly life. Then what about your worldly life? You always feel sad, nirveda. Nirveda. It's a beautiful coined word according to me, because Veda, if you don't study scriptures and understand, then we are in the gloom. We are in the darkness of ignorance and sadness. When we don't study Veda scriptures, we don't know how to lead our life. So nirvedaha meaning sadness. If you don't have scriptures, then your scripture is away from your life, then we are always melancholic, always feeling remorse, remorse, dejected. You always feel disgusted, nirveda. Then how do you confide in your Lord? Sattvika. So now raise your quality, the best quality in you. Though there are three qualities, Sattvika, Rajasika and Tamasika. Avoid these, try to wean away from these two, Rajasika and Tamasika. You come up with the Sattvika. Your quality must be very good, so that noble quality, so that you start believing God. And that is called Sattvika. Sattvika is belief in God in full, is called Sattvika. So meaning, Sat meaning existence. Sat meaning an object which exists permanently, forever. That is the only one object, namely Lord. And therefore, that becomes Sattvam. So he is made up of Sattvam, only good quality. And Sattvika is our faith in the Lord. So make your good quality come to the fore, F-O-R-E. And then you have what you call the firmness of mind, Dhritya. So you have what you call the courageous mind, what do you call brave mind, to face the problems of your life. You are sad in this life. You have to come out of the problems of life by your faith, complete faith in the Lord. You have a what you call very good mind to bear the troubles of life. And then what do? Alambana. You get a support. Alambana means support. You remember that the Lord will give you the hand to support you. Lakshmi Nusumma Karavalambanam. Shankaracharya also wrote a stotram on Lakshmi Nusumma Karavalambanam Kalavambana stotram. Somebody should give us the hand to rise from the mire of the worldly, what you call, mud. Only mud. We are now drowning ourselves, sinking into the quagmire. QUAG, MIRE. Share Tamil, share. Podai manal. Podai share. Mud. So when we are drowning ourselves from within that, somebody should help us. Somebody should extend a helping hand. Who is that? Who is that? Again, please remember, in all these books, Amanujacharya, Vedanta Deshika, only Sriman Narayan. Hari. Only Lord Hari. It is given there already. Hari Sankirtana. So by by singing well the names of God, you forget the problems of. You have a firm mind. You get support from the Lord. Then Samanantara Kala. What do you expect? Expectation is also there, but normally it is not right. But the expectation is immediately you get a rescue. You are rescued from this problem. Lord helps you to escape from the problem. Samanantara Kala. Simultaneously, English, Sanskrit, same spelling. Samanantara. You need not say Simanantara. So Samanantara meaning simultaneously. Samanantara Kala is the moment that you sing very well the names of God with the problems of life remembered and avoided by your firmness of mind, and be sure of getting the support from the Lord. The next moment, or the same moment, you can say, Samanantara Kala Hita. So you always expect something favorable to happen. Lord favors you. So Hita is favor. We wanted good things for ourselves. We don't want problems. We want our problems solved. So Samanantara Kala, simultaneous timing. So Hita, what is good for us. Then what do? Simply reminding by singing the names of God in good tone. No, that is not enough. Adhyavasaya. You make efforts. Adhyavasaya, make deep efforts. Make sincere efforts. Try hard. Toil and moil. Then that is called the last limit. Adhyavasaya Paryantam, up to. Paryantam is up to. So as individual soul, as a devotee of the Lord, as a priest of the temple, we must do all this. See, remember this. So Paryantam Uktva, the lords of the Vangi race, you cannot translate Vangi, the name of the place, the lords of the Vangi race and the clan belonging to Sriranga Narayana Acharyas, they advise us as daily duty from Brahma Muhurtam, from the earliest morning to evening. What is that? What is the time? What is the limit of time? Adhyavasaya Paryantam. Your effort must become fruitful. Please remember. When will my effort be fruitful? I don't know. When will the Lord grace us? I don't know. Then where should I end? There is no end. Till we live here, when the Adhyasaya will continue. The efforts will always continue. Then what is the point in when we expect something, Samanantara Kala Hita, when we are expecting simultaneously, the moment when we started singing the names of God in good tone, the expectation is still there. The expectation also continues. So, Uktva Anantaram Uchati. Now let us go. We are going to understand what is that Adhyavasaya Paryantam. Uktva meaning after saying, that is advising these two types of people, namely Vangi race and Sriranga Narayana Acharyas, they advise others. They said this, Uktva, after saying this, Anantaram Uchyate. Vedanta Deshika is going to discuss on these ideas of the other two divisions of Acharya. I think some questions are welcome if you are ready. Clarification. Because the Venugopalan Swami should remember the longer sentences, longer words, so that we will recall them. We will recall them, and we will also compare them with other traditions. What is that? The Lords of Vangi days and Sriranga Narayana Acharya. So we will again go back to their opinions, whether they are fully right or half right. We are not going to discuss whether they are wrong or not. They are not wrong. They are not wrong. Now, sometimes I would say repetition of the same name, same spell, 8 syllable or 12 syllable, may make us feel that we should take rest. Whereas when you sing the names of God, you are proud of yourself. some at least you have some pride. Yeah. No pride in singing, because I cannot say I am singing very well than others, better than others, and I am singing the right names and so on. The important names I am singing. So this egoism and possessiveness must be shed, and then we must have what we have. Total engagement of mind instead of the repetition of the spells, 2 spells, 12 syllable spells and 8 syllable spells. Whereas you have different names, 1,000 names to sing, not 1,000 names, thousands of names to sing. So you have got option, you have got variety, and you are given an option to think of your problems also. You are not asked to forget your problems. In other traditions, you are not supposed to remember your problems. But problems come to our mind without even our volition. Even when we don't like to bring in the problems of life in our mind, they come automatically. While concentrating, just one example, small example. I read Ramayana. I recite Ramayana. Since I understand the words in the Ramayana, I look at the meaning also. I remember the meaning also. And if I can go further deeper into the meaning, then I must consult the commentary of Govinda Raja. If it is Bhagavatam, it is Sridhariya. So consult the commentary and find out. So if I had read that those commentaries, then all the inner meanings also come to my mind. Now, when the meanings come to my mind, my speed of recitation gets slow. Please remember this. So this is not to be done in Pancaratra worship. That is one example. Reading a book like Ramayana or Bhagavata, I must not get immersed into the meaning so that we will forget the other thing. Now again, in the case of Bhagavata definition, we understood that we must understand the 12 syllable mantra. Dvadasha mantra arthanishtaha. We must also tattvajnaha, dvadashakshara tattvajnaha. We must know the basic inner principle of the 12 syllable spell. So that is very important. Of course, no other thought must be entertained. That's the mean. So we will take up this paragraph in page 53 in the second chapter, Dvitiya Adhikaraha, because it's a long one. And it's also simple. Vedanteshika's language is very simple according to me, in the sense. It is not terse like T-E-R-S-E. It's not hard like some other book of Vedanta Deshika and some other book of Ramanujacharya. Sometimes I find the Sribhashyam hard to understand, especially even Bhagavad Vishayam. With regard to Bhagavad Vishayam, Nammalvar's Thiruvaimozhi, sometimes it's very hard to digest. And again, only when Acharyas give us the lesson, I find the pleasure in understanding more. When I do self-study, I don't understand much. When somebody else explains, second advantage of listening to a preceptor is we need not prepare anything for it. Simply listen, and I took notes from Poundarikapuram, Paravakote, Gopala Deshikacharya, Swami. In the case of Shillarai Ragasyami, I was wonderstruck because he goes beyond the text. He goes beyond the literal meaning in tertiary meaning. I didn't imagine that he will go so deep into Shillarai Ragasyami, Ragasya Shikhamani, which we are going through now. The Acharyas will have more meanings put across to the disciples and devotees. Therefore, when you listen to, again, I will also recommend in this case of ordinary literature in Sanskrit, if you want to study the best book, say called one of the 10 best books of the world, namely Abhijnana Shakuntalam, a drama of Kalidasa, the best poet, you have to be taught by a preceptor. I missed the opportunity, but I had some bits of teaching from others, so that I can also understand. Today, I'm confident of understanding these books, dramas, in the inner sense also. Why is we must have some inspiration from the teacher, so that we will delve deep into the meaning. Pancaratra Raksa is simple. At the same time, we must remember the points of those longer sentences where different traditions are present. That's the meaning. That's very important. Our memory is also necessary. With this,
I mean, Pancaratra Raksa itself is like this. So you see the original Pancaratra.
லக்ஷ்மி தந்திரமும் பாஞ்சராத்திரமும் இன்னும் டீப்பர்.
From Lakshmi Tantra only Pancaratra came, na?
இல்ல, ரெண்டும் தனித்தனியா இருக்கு, தனித்தனியா வச்சிருக்கான்.
Okay.
Keshavdas Swami can answer this question, whether he wants to know whether Lakshmi Tantra and Pancharatra are one and the same.
No, it is part of it, Pancharatra.
Lakshmi Tantra is indeed one of the Samhitas of the Pancaratra. Yes.
Right. So they are not much different, but
no, Pancaratra means a lot of different Samhitas. Lakshmi Tantra is one of them.
Right. Okay. Right. So Lakshmi Tantra is one of the chapters of Pancharatra.
Okay.
It is available in Adayar Research Library, Chennai.
We are having ready reckoner or encyclopedia. Immediately you will get doubt will be immediately cleared. You need not go and refer somewhere.
Keshavdas Swami, do you have a soft copy in the net of Lakshmi Tantram?
I think yes, it's available. I'll post a link.
Okay.
It's available in Sanskrit, and also English translation is there also.
Okay, very good. I have gone through Lakshmi Tantram a little. Okay. Let us have good singing Hari Sankirtanam. Raja Acharya Sankirtanam by Rajagopal.
ராமானுஜதயா பாத்தும் ஞான வைராகிய பூஷணம் நாதாரியம் வந்தே வேதாந்த தேசிகம். கவிதார்க்கிக சிம்மாய கல்யாண ஸ்ரீமதே வெங்கடேசாய வாதிதிவசிரோபங்க பஞ்சாலனபாக்ரம நாதா நீரொன்று தோப்பல் திருவேங்கடமுடையா வாரொன்று தோண பழமொழி ஓரொன்று தானேவையாதோ தரணியில்
We are all beholden to you for giving a sweet touch, musical touch.
சந்தோஷம் சாமி அடியே.
Okay.
ராமானுஜதயா பாத்திரம் ஞானவைராக்யபூஷணம் ஸ்ரீமத்வேங்கடநாதார்யம் வந்தே வேதாந்ததேசிகம்.
कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः. சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய